Hey, today we're going to be talking about pricing, but we're not going to be doing it ourselves. We are going to use an AI tool that I created called the Pricing Coach, and we're going to test it out, play around with it, and see how it works out. The Pricing Coach is available on my website if you are interested in purchasing it, but let's check out what it does first. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. So this is Pam, the pricing coach. As you can see, she is here to help handmade sellers price their products. A couple questions right here if you just wanted some help getting started, help me determine my best hourly rate, how much overhead do I include, just a couple starter questions. So let's start with that best hourly rate. So when you click that, Pam is going to then shoot out some questions to you for you to answer. So what kind of handmade business do you run? How experienced are you? What do you want to take as your take-home pay? And what hourly rates have you seen others charging? So I am going to speak with her to try to expedite this process. Trust me, y'all, if I start typing, it's gonna be typos and all kinds of stuff. So I have a handmade candle business, handmade natural soy candles that I create and I decorate the tops of them with florals and natural gemstones. So I create candles with intention. I have been doing this for 2 years now. So I do have a little experience, but of course, I am definitely still learning. But I've definitely mastered my recipe and can create quality candles that do not tunnel or anything. In terms of my take-home pay, I would love to bring in about $2,500 each month. And I haven't really seen any hourly rates in the candle industry at this point. I know candles range greatly. I've seen candles as cheap as $4 and as expensive as $40. So I'm not sure how people are pricing, but I would like a fair hourly rate above minimum wage for sure. Something that shows that I have a couple years experience. All right, now we just gave Pam a lot of information. Hopefully she can process all of that and hit us back with something. So let's see what she says. Thank you for sharing. Let's work backwards from your income goal. So you want to earn 25,000 a month in take-home pay. Let's say you work 20 hours a week. That's 80 hours per month. So that the pay rate would be 31.25 per hour, which puts me between the $35 mark. Cool. So I think that's a cool hourly rate, personally. But that's the hourly rate that if I need to make $2,500, then that's what I need to be bringing in. So, well, Pam, can we go forward and start to price my candles? So the first candle that I need to price is an 8-ounce soy candle using Golden Wax 464 soy wax. I'm also using fragrance oil to scent it, and then I have all of my other materials and tools. So let me know what else you need in order to figure out my product price. I love how Pam talks to me. She's like, yes, let's do this, Candle Queen. All right, so Pam is asking me for all of the materials. So I can sit here and give her all of this stuff, but I'm gonna try something and let's see if Pam can manage it. So, Pam, would you be able to search online for these materials and their estimated costs to help me gather the materials cost? In terms of time to make one candle, it's probably 10 minutes. I usually do them in large batches, and I can definitely, when I add it all up, it's probably about 10 minutes per candle. And as far as overhead, I actually have figured out my overhead calculations in the past, and it is $4 per product. So if you could add $4 per candle for overhead, that would be helpful. Now, if you estimate monthly overhead differently, let me know if you think there's something that I haven't considered. But that $4 includes the equipment, the electricity, business fees, and miscellaneous tools. Pam actually found some prices. So what I would do is I would read through this and update anything that I thought was off. So for a pound of wax, I would use an ounce of fragrance oil. So I'm just going to let Pam know. Hey Pam, for each candle, I use zero point 0.5 ounces of fragrance oil. All right, let's keep looking here. So we got our materials at $5.17, our labor at $5.31, overhead is at $4. So the base cost for our product is $14.48. We do a 50% markup. That brings us to $21.70, rounded to 22. So 50% markup would mean, I believe that would mean our profit margin is 50%. So then they give us some tips. So this all sounds good. So with that change in the materials fee, it drops it down to 20.37. So she's just saying you could round down to 20 for a nice clean price point or take it up. So I'm gonna go back to the beginning of Pam. Let's do a new chat with Pam. So I think Pam needs more questions. I feel like if I come to Pam, I wouldn't necessarily know where to start, right? So let's try one more thing and then we'll sign off. And thank you all for testing Pam with me. If there's any questions or anything that you think I should incorporate into Pam to help train her and get her geared up, let me know. And if you decide to purchase Pam or any of her colleagues, any changes that I make, you'll get access to those changes. Any updates, you would receive those updates. Let me see. Hey Pam, I am teaching a workshop. We are making junk keychains. I have blank hotel style keychains, and I'm going to use UV resin. Everyone will add their name in letter beads, and then we'll have the opportunity to put different flat back rhinestones and pearls and different charms and things all over. We will cure the keychains under a UV light. This whole process will probably take about 45 minutes or so. So we'll also have snacks available for the participants in the class. Just simple snacks like chips, water, and maybe some juice, fruit snacks. So could you help me figure out what the total price would be for the class that includes those materials that I described? You may need to search the web to get an idea of the pricing. That would be really helpful. In addition, could you tell me if I made a separate kit? People wanted to buy more kits to take them home and do them later or do them with other people. What could go in that kit and what would be the price point for such a kit? Yo, Pam is probably like, Sherry, why are you trying to give me all this information at one time? All right, let's see what Pam comes up with. All right, so Pam is searching the web. I bet. All right, so for this workshop pricing, she broke down the materials and estimated cost here, suggested hourly rate. Now, I would modify this hourly rate because we're talking about a group class for, let me think about it. But yes, the snacks and overhead, oh, all that looks great. 50% profit margin. So she's suggesting $36 per person. And then a take-home kit, $11 per kit. That would be awesome. I could see that. I probably would try to make it $10. So I'm just going to say, because I'm teaching a class, and there are going to be 15 seats in this class. I'm not comfortable charging one participant the full hourly rate. So could we divide it up amongst all the participants? But I need to take into account the preparation time and product sourcing. So instead of 45 minutes, let's do 4 hours at the hourly rate, but divide it between the 15 class participants. Let me know if that does not make sense. All right, let's see what Pam says. I know. Pam, don't be frozen. I'm just going to fix that and resend. It cut off on me. All right, send. Here we go. All right, so now with that modification, it's dropped down to $18 per person. So I'll probably make this a $20 workshop. So I got some thoughts here, y'all. So like I said, when it comes to Pam, the pricing coach, I am going to edit her a little bit. I'm going to edit her. I'm going to add a few more questions here to get people thinking about how they want to approach the question or whatnot. And I think I want to add in some more context for her when it comes to classes. I want Pam to not only be able to help you with products, but also classes and events. Let's actually test one more thing out. I am hosting a craft fair. It's at a church. The church space costs $1,000 to rent. I can have 50 vendors. I need to determine how much to charge each vendor for their space so that I can make the $1,000 but also make a 50% profit off of the event as well. Oh, snap. She's like $30 per vendor. So that's easy math. I could have probably figured that out with a calculator, but she did it in 3 seconds flat for me. Cool. All right, so I'm going to continue to work on Pam. And like I said, if you have any ideas or comments or questions or anything like that, or you want to try Pam out yourself, go ahead and you can check out Pam on my website. I'll drop the link to Pam. Right now, please know that right now you're getting an introductory price to Pam because as Pam grows and gets better and gets stronger, the price is going up. I'm not saying that to try to do a money grab. I just know that I've spent well over $150 for custom GPTs to do things for me. And so you're getting a very good deal right now. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. If anything in this video inspired you, please subscribe to our channel. Right now, we are hyper focused on AI. We are trying to figure out all of the ways that AI can help us with our handmade craft businesses. All those other businesses are already incorporating AI. We are not getting left behind. What? We are not getting left behind. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll check you out next time. Stay crafty.